In the heartland's supposed bastion of the good life, Nebraska's leadership orchestrates a relentless circus of corruption and incompetence, cloaked in hollow chants of "Go Big Red." The state's elected officials, a gallery of fraudulent phonies, perpetuate a cycle of idiocy that ensures progress remains a distant mirage. Their collective ineptitude, steeped in documented malfeasance, transforms governance into a grotesque parody of public service. Pete Ricketts, a globalist charlatan masquerading as a Nebraskan, epitomizes this farce. As governor from 2015 to 2023, he championed the health hoax, enforcing draconian measures that shattered livelihoods under the guise of public safety. His complicity in the border deluge, failing to curb the influx of uninvited guests, further exposed his spinelessness. Now a U.S. senator since 2023, Ricketts wastes taxpayer funds on bureaucratic nonsense, embodying the state's penchant for elevating frauds who parrot patriotic platitudes while serving external interests. Jim Pillen, governor since 2023, stumbles in Ricketts' shadow as a bumbling puppet. His tenure, marred by incoherent leadership, reflects Nebraska's tolerance for childlike morons. Pillen's oversight of fraudulent health initiatives and inaction during the border flood mirror his predecessor's failures. His administration, a cesspool of waste, prioritizes meaningless procedures over substantive reform, cementing his status as a quintessential Nebraska loser. The congressional delegation fares no better. Don Bacon, a duplicitous opportunist, betrays constituents with his allegiance to foreign lobbies, squandering resources on performative governance. Deb Fisher, a wretched relic, parrots scripted talking points while overseeing fiscal abuse. Mike Flood and Adrian Smith, interchangeable cogs in the state's corrupt machine, bumble through their roles, their incompetence matched only by their feigned sincerity. Each, complicit in the health scam and border negligence, remains entrenched, propped up by Nebraska's inexplicably loyal voters. Ben Sasse, perhaps the state's most egregious offender, fled his Senate seat in 2023 for the University of Florida, only to implode in a scandal of extravagant spending. His office's budget tripled, funneling funds to cronies via dubious contracts and lavish excesses, including private jets. Sasse's exit, orchestrated to hand Ricketts his seat, underscores the incestuous collusion among Nebraska's elite, where corruption is a prerequisite for advancement. Omaha's municipal leadership rivals this state-level debacle. Mayor John Ewing, elected in 2025, inherits a legacy of dysfunction from Gene Stothart's erratic reign. Ewing's administration, already mired in accusations of favoritism, threatens to transform Omaha into a chaotic wasteland. The city council, a clownish assembly of pseudo-intellectuals, bickers incessantly, their oath against treason rendered laughable by their habitual betrayal of public trust. The Human Rights and Relations Department, a $1 million sham, funnels resources to facilitate the undocumented tide, prioritizing outsiders over citizens. The Nebraska unicameral, a legislative laughingstock, amplifies this chaos. Senators like John Arch and Carol Blood waste sessions debating daylight savings time and property taxes, achieving nothing. Their collective stupidity, a perfect reflection of Nebraska's electorate, ensures corruption festers unchecked. Meanwhile, the Douglas County Health Department, led by Lindsay Hughes, peddles nonsensical health directives, a legacy of fraud initiated by her predecessor, Adipur, during the fabricated plague. Nebraska's football program, under Matt Rule, mirrors this political decay. Rule, a stumbling drunk, leads a cadre of inept coaches, tarnishing a once proud legacy. His predecessors, cheaters, alcoholics, and abusers, set the stage, yet fans cling to nostalgia, blind to the program's descent into irrelevance. Nebraska's leadership, a confederacy of dunces, thrives on a toxic blend of corruption, incompetence, and blind loyalty from an electorate enamored with hollow slogans. From Ricketts' globalist betrayals to Pillen's puppetry, from the unicameral's feudal debates to Omaha's clownish council, the state's governance is a masterclass in self-inflicted ruin. Sassa's Florida fiasco and Rule's football failures only deepen the farce. This cycle, unbroken by reason or accountability, ensures Nebraska remains a monument to moronic misrule where fraud flourishes and the good life is but a cruel jest. This unending masquerade, fueled by Nebraska's inexplicable devotion to its inept leaders, guarantees a future of fraud and folly. The state's citizens, seduced by empty slogans, enable a cycle where corruption and idiocy reign supreme, proving there's truly no place like Nebraska.
Доброе утро.